nice to see you again. This video is about Lightroom. I had a chat a couple of weeks ago with a fellow YouTuber, and we discussed how do we manage our catalog in Lightroom. Do we create a new catalog for every job, or do we just use one big catalog? That's what I use, one big catalog. I got over 50,000 photos in that one big catalog. So how do I manage my photo with Lightroom? Do I go by date, month, year, time, or do I go with names? Or how do I set up stuff like that in Lightroom? And this is what it's all about. Let's take a dive in Lightroom. I'll show you quickly my workflow, not my workflow, more my system, the way it's set up for me, and it works for me. And I have photos in there since 2004, and I know exactly where they are, and I can go and get them. I got multiple drive attached to my computer, plus I have a big backup network attached to my computer, also to my network, and this way I know where my stuff is. My stuff is back up, and I sleep good at night the way I set up. But it might not be your thing, but if you have many photos and you're not sure how to manipulate this, how to change things over time and stuff like that, I'll show you quickly. And then if this helps you, thumbs up. But before we jump in, let's listen to this little intro of mine. Okay, we're now in Lightroom right here, and as you can see, it's Lightroom, the new version, the LrC Lightroom Classic. So this is one thing to be sure, this won't work with Lightroom Mobile. This is not the same workflow, not the same setup. But with Classic, this is a Classic tutorial. So we have our regular folder here, catalog. As you can see, 51,916 photos. I got my folder structure. This folder structure is not in Lightroom. This is what's outside Lightroom. This is my drives. So I got the G drive. I got the an iMac backup from years ago is in there. I got my Samsung T5 1 terabyte that I'm using right now. There's 2,065 photos in that drive, and it's all in there. You know, this is basically what's attached. What's attached to my C drive, and Lightroom gets the file there. Go and mirror whatever is in this folders into Lightroom. So you know what I do with this folder usually? Click. I don't need to go in there unless I want to make a change, unless I want to move stuff from one drive into another. I do it through this system here, this setup. It's very important, because if I move stuff outside Lightroom, Lightroom won't be able to reconnect later on with these files. So basically, if I go in my File Explorer, go into my drive here, take this folder here, Fortune 3, move it into the 4 terabyte here, HDD, Lightroom won't know that. So that means all these photos in there, if I move it to the 4DD, Lightroom will unfortunately won't know, and it will tell me we're missing file, we're missing photo, we don't know where they are. And the beauty with file folder here and working from here is you can rename your stuff from here. I can go here and rename it. Let's say Costa Rica. I'll put the 2 next to it. Save. And then if I go into my folder, 1 terabyte, right here, Samsung, and look for Costa Rica, right there, I go inside, and there it is, Costa Rica. It's Costa Rica number 2 instead of Costa Rica. So this is the file I just changed here. But if I change the name here, and if it's already in there, it won't work. it only works one way, from Lightroom into your folder, into your file structure. It doesn't work the other way around. So make sure you work from here. If you need to do any change, do it from here. But I tend to hide this because once they're imported and they're in that file system structure that I have with multiple drive, I don't need to go there anymore. But I go here. And this is what I want to talk about. This is the bread and butter here for me, for Lightroom. I create collection set. I create category. I got a landscape category. I got a miscellaneous category. I got a portrait and job category. I got a travel category. I got a tutorial category. I got a wedding category. And I have the YouTube category. And these here, the last two are what we call, if you click here, they're a smart collection. So basically these are duplicate. And I think these one are reject. Yeah, those are all rejects. So the duplicate and rejects. So these are smart collection, but we won't talk about smart collection today. We're just going to talk about create a collection and collection set. So what I do, I create category. So I got landscape category. When I import a new job, I open my category, and depending on what it is, if it's not there, then I'll create a new, inside my category. So if I did a wedding, let's see, Joe and Lucy, well, it's a wedding. I just created, I just did, so that goes into wedding and then create, boom. So if I go to my wedding, I got Joe and Lucy right here. No, whoops, sorry, at the bottom here. There's no image yet. Then I can go and import image into this folder. This is how I do it. So you get the idea. The idea is I get a phone call, and this guy did a headshot for him years ago, and his name is Michael. And I said, Bernard, do you still have my photo? I said, yeah, just a minute. Van Gogh, I remember now, right here, boom. If you give me the date, the time, when, and all of this, I won't remember that. But if you just tell me your name, what did I do for you? Was it a portrait job or for the wedding? Bang, right there, I do it. I find stuff easily like this. So this is my little trick I do. This is what I use. Travel is the same thing. If I'm looking for a particular place we went as a family, or for a job, or anything, I can basically find whatever. Like, look at this. This is 2009. This is 2009. Easy to find. I don't need to remember when, where. All I need to remember, Festival de Montgolfière. And I know I have a folder for Festival de Montgolfière inside my collection structure. Lightroom is an important tool to find, to manage all these pictures that I've been taking over the years. And I've tried with different catalog, creating catalog for every job, but then I would lose them. I've done a wedding. But I have to go and find the folder. Where did I put it? And inside the folder, there's the catalog. I got to open that catalog for that job. That was, not solid. This way, no problem. I can find things easy. The only thing right now that I wish I had, and maybe you guys can help me, and please comment below, it's a cloud service to back up all what I have. Right now, I have a backup, a NAS network system, that everything is backed up there. I got my drive attached to my computer. My catalog is backed up to Dropbox, and it doesn't cost me anything. But I have about almost 8 terabytes, between 6 and 8 terabyte of file that I'd like to back up somewhere in the cloud, because if there's a fire in this house or a flooding, I'm in the basement here, I lose everything. I lose everything, and that's not very good. So I'm looking for maybe a system, or a suggestion, a service. I know there's paid one out there, and that's probably what I would go for, because 8 terabyte or 6 terabyte free, I don't think I'll get any service for free at that amount of data. But that's the only thing that's missing. It's an iCloud service. But anyway, folks, hope this little tutorial help you with your decision or with your endeavor with Lightroom. And if you're getting up there and, you know, 10,000 photos is inside of a year. Some people shoot more than that. It took me years to get to 50,000, and in there probably half is not good. Duplicate, out of focus, stuff like that. I need to clean that, which I have plenty of time. I will clean that, but at least I can go to bed at night and know exactly where my file is, where they are, where they reside. I can find them just like that in Lightroom with this setup. Hope this can be help of you. If not, well, fine. There's no, you know, I'm not imposing my way or my workflow. But until next time, folks, and it will be a next time, keep shooting.